Welcome back, fellow travelers. I want to talk to you today about a new policy that Delta is enforcing coming March 1st. And it's one that I think a lot of airlines should employ. Essentially is the crux of it is that they're trying to reduce the amount of animals, dogs in particular, that get onto their planes. So what's happening here is that you need to prove that your dog is, required, that has its vaccinations, that if it's a comfort dog or anything like that, that it has the proper documentation and authority to travel with you on an aircraft. I think most of the time dogs shouldn't be on an aircraft. That's my personal opinion. Just from people's allergies to the way that a lot of dogs behave. While you might have a perfectly trained dog, there are a lot of people that, unfortunately, they just don't put the care and effort into training those dogs. I know that, dogs peeing on a flight, barking, biting is what this is stating here in this article. Never heard of a biting case on an aircraft. I know for Air Canada, when I worked there, it was, they had to be in a proper kennel unless it was a seeing eye dog or anything like that. But at that time, you still have to prove that it's a seeing eye dog. Sounds like in the U.S., it's cracking down, and that is something that is it's phenomenal. It's what we need. Looking at airline pet policies, there's actually a really good site that I uncovered. So again, I don't like traveling with dogs or cats. I've had pets almost my whole life. The last 3 years, I haven't had any pets, but there are certainly reasons as to why you would need your dog to travel. If you're moving or whatever. I don't necessarily believe that a dog needs to go with you on every vacation, but there are some people that do, and for those people, maybe you're one of them. You can find airline pet policies at this website called bringfido.com, and it lays things out for you pretty easily. So in Air Canada, if you want to learn more, they have the whole breakdown on what you should do. This is actually a really, really good site, something I recommend that you check out. If not, you can always go to the travel policies and airline policies of the airline in question. So in this case, Air Canada, it's laid out fabulous. If you want to bring your dog in cabin, compartment, cargo, whatever, there are certain rules and regs. You can't just book a ticket and expect to bring your dog as check-in. Not going to happen. A lot of the times, airlines do have restrictions on what time of the year they can fly. The cabins and undercarriages are not like the same fly styles, right? There are differences in temperature, pressure, everything like that. So it's important that you check with the airline first of all, if you're able to, if your airline is capable, especially when dealing with smaller regional planes. If you have a flight that's starting off with a big international carrier, maybe like United, Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, and then you're going on to a small puddle jumper, maybe they don't have the same infrastructure. So it's really important not just to factor in what's going to be on your first leg of the trip, but your trip in total. So do I agree with this? Do I agree? I kind of said at the beginning, you should be able to prove your dog. There's a lot of people that try scamming the system, saying that they have a seeing eye dog and they throw on a pair of shades. That has happened. I have seen that happen. And people don't get too far, right? People don't get too far, but sometimes a person might slip through the cracks, and it creates a standard that people can try to maneuver airline policies. And we all know what happens in this day and age when it comes to airline policies. If somebody doesn't agree with an airline policy, they whip out their smartphone and then they try to make it go viral and have people side with them in a clearly wrong situation. So, Easter, the emotional support turkey. Okay. I never knew that turkey was like a support turkey, but hey. I don't know. Here it says, last year a passenger's emotional support dog bit the face of the traveler in the next seat aboard a Delta flight. So maybe it was this incident that really caused them to reevaluate, their policies. So I said I never heard about it, but there are millions of flights each year. So I just think that when it comes to animals, especially when people can be highly allergic, dogs can be extremely volatile if not properly trained. I think these are measures that really need to be put in place. So if you are planning on traveling with an animal, do yourself a favor. Check out bringfido.com. Click on the airline that you are going to be flying on. And from there, you're good to go. Hopefully you encounter minimum resistance, or any unforeseen circumstances that could happen are mitigated just by you doing your due diligence. And I think that's what it comes down to. So let me know, do you like to travel with your pet? If you do, where have you gone with your pet? Is it necessity? Is it for pleasure? Is it because you can't stand to be away from them? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, safe travels.